Hey, it's Josh Carey here. Thanks for stopping by. How often do we as pet sitters get to be a fly on the wall and listen in on an actual gripe from a pet owner? And how valuable would it be to hear what is currently bothering a client most about her pet sitter? Well, through a friend of a friend, I got into a conversation with a woman about pet sitting in general, and she decided to share this story with me. She writes, "I'm pretty happy with my current pet sitter, but she seems so stressed and rushed in every communication I have with her lately that I wonder if she's really spending the amount of time with my dogs that she says she is." Her handwriting on the notes she leaves, for example, shows her stress or hurry, messy, scrawling, very slanted abbreviations, and she hasn't been using any formatted note lately with her name on it or something quote-unquote official. It's just note paper, usually from the tablet I have on my kitchen counter. Last time, the report was in a corner of the note I left for her, and it doesn't look good. For the record, I completely agree. That does not look good. The bottom line I told her is simply to trust your gut. I said it does sound like something is way off. Have you considered asking your pet sitter directly, hey, why the rushed and stressed looking notes? She replied, that's a good point about trusting my gut. I feel I can trust her in most ways, and I know my dogs do like her. I think I'll just ask my neighbor to let me know how long her car is here. I'm in the suburbs with a driveway, so it's pretty easy to do. I don't think she would handle a direct question about the notes very well, she says, and I'm not sure it's fair to ask since there could be other reasons. Maybe she had so much fun with the dogs that time slips away, and suddenly she realizes and writes the note quickly. That's possible, but it doesn't look good. I do prefer a nicely formatted note. It's more professional, and it feels more respectful to me than a hastily scribbled note on just anything. It doesn't have to be fancy or expensive. It could even be an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper cut into 4 with check boxes done up on Word or something for that matter. Maybe I'll offer to design a master copy, she says, so she could use for copying. That would be a way to open up the subject anyway. Alright, so how wonderful is it to get this insight? And there's a few things going on here. First, it seems like the pet sitter has either lost interest or lost pride in the work she's doing, or her business is growing and she's desperately trying to keep up. Well, in either case, it's not good for her, so what can you as a pet sitter learn from this? Well, for one thing, remember that you work for your client. It's your responsibility to perform the service that your client hired you for and is paying you for as professionally and respectfully as possible. Also, it's obvious that even though we do not perform our job in the presence of our client, and also because pets can't speak, this does not mean that we are not being monitored, watched, or evaluated. So, something as simple as the notes you leave behind can leave clues and insight into how the job is performed. It's sort of like a movie mystery. Everything we do from the minute we enter the house is a clue left behind, and we need to realize that. So back to the original client here. How opening is this insight from a pet owner, right? Now, do you think the pet sitter knows or even cares that there might be an issue here? And as you can see, this client is a bit hesitant to confront the sitter with her big concern. While none of us love, desire, or hope for confrontation in any way, how impressively amazing would it be for you to, out of the blue, check in with all your current clients with something like this. Hi, I just want to say thank you for sticking with me as your pet sitter. It really means a lot as my business continues to grow. From the obvious look of things, Fido and I seem to get along wonderfully. However, I also recognize that it's equally important to keep the human client just as happy, and I want you to know that I value your ongoing input and feedback. If there is ever anything that you'd like to ask me about or have a question for me regarding the service I provide, I want you to know that you can approach me directly with any thoughts or concerns. See, I want to do the best job possible for both you and Fido, and this kind of direct feedback will allow me to do so. So think about it now. This will not only impress your client, but it will also ensure that you maintain an active, happy, and lifelong relationship with your client. And it will also indirectly provide you with some amazing positive feedback you can use as well. The bottom line is this. Take pride in the work you do as a professional pet sitter and realize that nothing goes unnoticed by the clients who are paying our salaries. So with that, I hope this has been informative, insightful. Leave a comment below. I look forward to your thoughts. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you've run into a similar situation like this. And with that, we'll keep the dialogue going. I thank you for tuning in, and I'll talk to you all soon.